Well, the countdown to the new year is on. 2017 has already made its way in countries like Australia, Taiwan, and in New Zealand, and the celebrations are taking place in those countries. Now, for the Bahamas, we are only a few hours away, and many will be attending watch night services at various churches. It's a tradition which began by freed slaves many decades ago. Head of the Bahamas Christian Council, Reverend Dr. Ranford Patterson, says it's always a time to reflect and take stock of the year that was.
Significant because I think we ought to reflect on what has happened over the last 12 months and at the same time be reflective and grateful that in spite of all perhaps the negativity that we have experienced, that God allow us to still be here. Just being here, I believe, is a blessing, and sometimes we overlook that blessing because it doesn't matter the position we find ourselves in right now. Just the mere fact that we are alive, we have the possibility of a brighter future, a brighter tomorrow. And so the celebration ought to remind us of the fact that God has been so good to us that He spared our lives to see the end of this year. And looking forward to the new year with new hopes and new dreams, new possibilities.
Looking ahead to tonight's service, Reverend Patterson says no matter what has happened in our lives, we should always give thanks. He says Bahamians should also view January 1st as a time to make a new beginning.
Life sometimes throws a whole lot of things at us, and many of it that we have no control over. We just the victim of circumstances. But I believe that we have control over what happens to us going forward. We can make a decision today that my tomorrow is going to be much brighter than my yesterday. We can make that decision because we can determine the level of success that we will have going forward into 2017 by the decisions that we make on day one, January 1st. We can decide to continue doing things as we've been doing them, or we can make up in our minds that, you know what I've done in the past didn't work for me. It didn't help me. Maybe there were some people who were part of our lives who didn't help us, didn't help to enhance us in any way. We can continue to hang out with these people, or we can make up our minds that, you know what, maybe it's time for me to find new people in my life who can help to push me in the direction I need to go. This is a new opportunity. What happens, I believe, every January 1st, God gave us a brand new chapter in our lives. We determine what we put in that chapter. And so when we get to the end of December 2017, we can look back over our lives and see, because of some of the decisions we've made, January 1st, we are either successful or we fail.